So you're making your way through the Marie Kondo series and you're on the part where you're supposed to ask yourself if it sparks you joy and you're stuck. I'm here today to help you think of a few different ways you can ask yourself that question so that you can continue to declutter with ease. But before I help you, let me introduce myself. I am Jeanette Sizikowski, a Feng Shui consultant here to help you declutter your internal environment and your external environment. Though you won't find the term clutter or unorganized or crap everywhere in the ancient texts. So you won't find the word clutter, unorganized, I've got crap everywhere written in the ancient texts that talk about Feng Shui. Clutter has kind of gotten lumped into Feng Shui. Feng Shui is the study of how our environment affects us. And these days in our environments, we're not living on the mountains or by the rivers, which was the true Feng Shui. Now we live in these built environments that hold a lot of stuff. And a lot of that stuff becomes unorganized and deemed clutter, taking up space in our environment. So Feng Shui consultants often discuss clutter and what it does to our mind and how it affects us in our environment. Marie Kondo swept the nation with her Netflix series and got everybody eager to get organized and declutter. And her KonMari Method is what sticks out to everyone. A part of that KonMari Method is to ask items if they spark you joy. If they don't, you say thank you and you let them go. As we see in the show, some people have difficulty deciding whether or not something sparks them joy. At one point it did spark them joy, so they don't want to give up on that memory, but they also want to move forward in life. What do I do? The choices. As a Feng Shui consultant, that is a question that people come to me with. I'm trying to declutter, but I'm stuck on this. Does it spark me joy? Is it a keepsake? Is it clutter? I don't know what to do with this stuff. So here's my tip on how you can rephrase this question, does it spark me joy or not? Everything in this life is energy, right? It all emits an energy. So instead of asking, does something spark me joy or not, ask yourself what energy is associated with this item. What energy did I have at the time of receiving this item, purchasing this item? What energy does it hold now? I think it's really helpful to start with the end goal in mind. Why are you decluttering? Why are you getting organized? Who are you trying to become? Who is the ideal person that you want to be? Who do you admire? Think about what their home looks like. Are you in 5 years, in 10 years, wanting to be a successful entrepreneur? Okay, think about this item that you're holding on to that's from college, high school, or whatever. Is that item going to help propel you forward? Is that item, maybe it's not like a book that is important for you to read every year that gets you to this dream job, but maybe it's an item that reminds you of a bad time in your life, but it was a time when you made a turn to become better. Or is it an item that is from a bad time in your life and you're like, I don't want to remember all those frat parties I went to. I don't want to remember all those crazy college parties I went to. I am a new person. This does not propel me and help me move forward to become the person I'm working to be. Think about why you are taking this step to declutter today. Are you trying to get motivated in other areas of your life? Are you trying to move forward, onward and upward in other areas of your life? Maybe you're trying to become a better person or have a cleaner home. Either way, this is an elevated version of you, right? If you are preparing your space to move onward and upward, and as you go through your space, you are getting things, picking them up, asking them if it sparks you joy. Ask yourself, does this book, does this item help get me to who I want to be faster? Does this book that's maybe about job interviews or about raising children and all of your children are grown, do you need it anymore? No. But you're kind of holding on to it because you're like, oh, it reminds me of good times, etc., sentimental stuff, etc. If it's taking up space, then it is taking up space from letting more abundance and energy flow in, right? You need to clear space to let in more abundance and new ideas and opportunity present itself to you. Let's use the example of somebody who's starting a business. and now they're working from home, but before they work from home, they are like, I have to get this place organized. I am not gonna be able to focus at my desk if I have all of these piles staring me in the face. Maybe consider who you're trying to emulate. Who do you admire? Does that person, maybe as an entrepreneur, you admire Tony Robbins. Do you think Tony Robbins has piles of bills and piles of old magazines and piles of old books that they've never read staring him in the face? Probably not. When you manifest, you're supposed to envision what you want your life to look like, right? Decluttering can be a part of this process, and asking yourself if something sparks you joy can be a part of this process. Before you ask yourself if it sparks you joy, what energy does this item hold? And is it a positive energy that is moving me forward and attracting more positive energy? So the prosperity and abundance and all the hard work you're doing to create this dream life, these objects help those efforts. So that's my suggestion for how to get past this does it spark me joy question. Maybe you're not even doing the KonMari method and you're just here looking for some Feng Shui tips. I think this question is really helpful for any decluttering and organizing process. Feng Shui is all about energy and the energy in our environment. Manifesting is all about our internal energy and embodying what we want to attract. And so if you have all of these objects that have negative energy associated with them, they're not helping you attract more positive energy. They're not helping you level up to that dream life that you're working so hard to create. I hope this helps propel you forward on your decluttering and organizing process. My name is Jeanette Zizikowski. Thank you so much for watching, and if this resonated with you in any way, please subscribe and follow along for more Feng Shui and mindset tips. I am committed to helping you transform that life that you tolerate into one you treasure.